Zalzala, harwala, hashaso, hayala, hawqala, ifranqa, takaka'a. Which of these words are you familiar with the meaning? These are words that will make you sound classical and professional when you speak the Arabic language. Even Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has used some of these words in the Quran. Like in Surah Yusuf, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us about the scenario, what happened between Yusuf and the other women. When they were asked concerning Yusuf, they said, the Imratul Aziz particularly said, Al-ana hasal haqqo. Now, the truth has become manifest. So all of these words have good meanings in the Arabic language. It was said that a particular man one day said, Ma lakum takakatum alayya katakakuikum ala dhi jinnatin ifranqi'u anni. He fell off his camel or his donkey, then the people gathered over him. So on seeing them, he said, Ma lakum takakatum alayya. What is wrong that you all are gathered over me? Katakakuikum ala dhi jinnatin. Just the way you gather over one who is mad. Ifranqi'u, get away from here, disperse from me. So on hearing this, the people thought it is a sign of his madness. Meanwhile, he spoke classically. So all of these words to begin with, these are coming as verbs. The word hasa, zalzala, and the rest of them, they are coming as verbs. But if you had followed us in the last episode, you would have heard that we said the verbs are classified into two based on the numbers of letters which make them up. We said originally we have al-fi'lu thulathi and we also have al-fi'lu ruba'i, meaning we have the triliteral verbs and we also have the quadriliteral verbs. The triliteral verbs are verbs which have just 3 letters as their root letters, while the quadriliteral verbs are verbs which have 4 letters as their original root letters. If you decide to omit a single letter from the 3-letter verb, then you are going to scatter the meaning, you make it meaningless, to no longer be a verb. And if you also decide to remove a letter from the 4-letter verb, the same thing you are doing to the verb. So, example of the triliteral verb, we gave a lot of words like the word dhahaba, qatala, shahida, shariba, akala, and the rest of them. Then, as for the quadriliteral verb, examples are the words we've given, hasasa, zalzala, heikola, and the rest of them. Now, we had discussed fully about the triliteral verb link placed above. Today, we want to look at the quadriliteral verb, the verbs which have 4 letters. These ones are also further categorized into 2. The first category is the الرباعي المجرد. Is the quadriliteral verb whose original letters remain. They only have 4 letters and these 4 letters are there without any addition or omission. As for the second subcategory, it is the الرباعي المزيد, the quadriliteral verb which has addition of a letter or 2 letters. These ones, you also see that it is the same letters which had formed the 4 or the quadriliteral verb that is forming them, but there's an addition. An example of the quadriliteral verb is the verb tom ana. And when you make an addition, it becomes itma'anna. An example to clarify this in a sentence, I can simply say Tom ana al-waladu, or Tom ana Muhammadun abahu. Muhammad reassured his father, meaning he put his father at ease. He reassured him that his condition will be better. Now, another example is what? Itma'anna Abu Muhammadin. Muhammad's father became reassured. Now, if you look at the word Tom Anna and Itma'anna, they sound the same. The only difference you will spot here is that the word Itma'anna has an addition of 2 letters. The first letter is the hamza which begins it. It wasn't in the original word Tom Anna. The second addition is the noon, which is doubled at the end of the word itma'anna. So here there is an addition of 2 letters. With this, we can now summarize that the quadriliteral verbs are of 2 types. The first category are the ones which maintain their original root letters. They have 4 letters, and examples are there: Tom, Anna, Has, and the rest of them. Then the second category is the ones which have addition, and these ones are also further categorized into 2. The first category is the one which has an addition of just a single letter, and the second category is the one which has addition of what? 2 letters. Now if you come back to the ones who do not have addition, and we gave the example of the word Tom, Anna. Now we also have the word, let's use the word ba'tharo to become scattered and dissipated. Ba'tharo. Now on coming to this side, to make an addition to the word ba'tharo, you simply add ta to give what? Taba'tharo. You see that ba'tharo, which has 4 letters, this one is coming under the pattern of what? Fa'alala. All of the quadriliteral verbs will come under the pattern of what? Fa'alala. That's why you have has, haso, zalzala. They are sounding like fa'alala. Now the addition of a single letter will also come in the pattern of what? Tafa'alala. Here only ta will be added to it. That's why we have what? Taba'tharo. Taba'tharo. So ta is added to it as a single letter. As for the second subcategory under this that has 2 letters added to it, these ones are also coming in 2. The first one is the one that has an addition of hamza and also doubling of the last letter. That means it will be coming on the pattern of what? If alalla, like the word itma'anna, like the word iqsha'arra, like the word ishma'azza. These 2 words are in the Quran. So you can see that what? Sham'aza and qash'ara, these were the 4 letter words. But now we made an addition of hamza and what? Doubling of the last letter. Then the last subcategory now is the one that also has addition of 2 letters. These 2 letters are the letter hamza and noon. Like the word ifranqa'a, like the word ihranjama. MashaAllah. Now coming back to our book An-Nahwu al-Wadih lil-Marhalah al-Ibtidaiyya, we are going to see this topic in full and in detail. Let's go on to here. Mujarrad al-Ruba'i ومزيده. The bare verbs, the bare quadriliteral verbs, verbs which have all of their letters as the root letters without any addition, ومزيده, and the ones that have addition. Here we have 3 examples. Al-Amthal, the first one says ba'thar al-hawa'u al-waraqa. The breeze or the air scattered the leaves. Then on this side we have taba'thar al-waraqu. The leaf became scattered. Can you see? So now the word ba'thara has 4 letters, no addition. As for the word taba'thara, this is mazid. An addition of a single letter has been done, which is letter ta. Then this is understandable. Number 2, let's come here. We have harajama ra'il ibla. That is the shepherd gathered the camels. The shepherd gathered the camels. So harajama, you can see it has 4 letters. Now we have ihranjamatil ibilu. The camels gathered. So here harajama is the original word, but on this side the word has been made to have an addition of 2 letters. The first letter is the letter hamza, and the second is noon, ihranjama. MashaAllah. The last example we have tam'ana tabibul marido. The doctor reassured the patient. The doctor reassured. He calmed the patient down. He calmed him. Now on this side we have itma'anna al-maridu. The patient was reassured. Now if you look at the word tam'ana, it has 4 letters: ta, mim, hamza, and nun. But itma'anna has 6 letters. The first letter is the hamza, then the ta, the mim, the hamza, then the double nun. What has been added here is the hamza and the double nun. Now al-bahthu, research and detailed explanation. We have amthilatul qismil awwal. The examples in the first section on the right hand side, as you can see, تشتمل على أفعال ماضية رباعية. All of the examples, these three examples in the first section, they all contain or are comprised of what? 4 quadriliteral verbs, verbs which have 4 letters in their past tense form. وكل فعل منها حروفه أصلية. And you will see that all of the verbs in this first section, all of the 3 verbs which appear there, their 4 letters are the root letters. You cannot decide to omit any letter from it. إذا حذف منها اختل لفظ الفعل ومعناه. If you decide to omit any of the letters, you will see that the meaning will become void, or it will become empty of the meaning, and the meaning will become incomplete. فهي إذن أفعال مجردة. Therefore, we can conclude that these verbs are bare verbs. They don't have any addition. أما أمثلة القسم الثاني, as for the examples in the second section, فتشتمل على أفعال القسم الأول. They contain the verbs that you also see in the first section. The second section, all of the verbs there are the same verbs that you see in the first section. مع زيادة على كل فعل, with an addition to each of the verbs. The only difference between the verbs appearing in the second section against the verbs which appeared in the first section is that the ones in the second section has some addition of letter or letters. أما أمثلة القسم الثاني, as for the examples, فتاء مزيدة في تبعثر. So you now see that ta has been added to the word ba'thara in the example number 1 to become taba'thara. والهمزة والنون مزيدتان في إحرنجم. And hamza and noon has been added to the word إحرنجم. بمعنى اجتماع, and إحرنجم means together. والهمزة والتضعيف, and hamza and doubling of the last letter noon زيادة في إطمأن has been added to the word طمأن to give you إطمأن. Now we have a single rule to make this to summarize this whole discussion for you. The rule says مزيد الرباعي تكون زيادته حرفا أو حرفين. The additional quadriliteral verb, the additional verb which has 4 letters, usually has an addition of a letter or 2. Now we have a short exercise to solve in order to better understanding. تمرين الأول, exercise number 1, it says رد في العبارات الآتية من الأفعال غير الماضية إلى الماضية. It says check the following expression, and all of this expression, check all of the verbs which are appearing, which are not appearing in the past tense form, and change them to appear in the past tense form. وبين المجرد والمزيد من جميع الأفعال. After doing that, you are now to explain and to indicate all of the verbs which have no addition of letters and the ones that have addition. والحروف الزائدة في كل مزيد, and also indicate the letters which has been added to any word or any verb that you find to have an addition. Now let's go. يحتاج الإنسان بطبيعته إلى النوم. The human being requires or needs, is in need of sleep by nature. The human being by nature is in need of sleep. Sleep is important to the human being. So, do you have any word here? Not yet. Let's continue. Okay, so the word يحتاج, you can turn it to احتاج, because this is احتاج. So احتاج, does it have any addition? احتاج. Okay, let's continue. فيجب على التلميذ أن يعجل به في أول الليل ليستيقظ مبكرا. Therefore, it is compulsory, or it is important for the pupil to hasten the sleep at night, to sleep early at night, ليستيقظ مبكرا, in order for him to wake up early. So the word يعجل, the past tense form is what? Ajala, from the word ajila. So you now see that this one has addition of what? Jim. So this is what? A sulasi al-mazid. Now, liyastayqidha, the word yastayqidha, it is from istayqadha, from ayqadha, yastayqidhu ayqadha. So you can see this one also has an addition of Hamza and Sin and Ta. فإنه إن أطال السهر ضعف جسمه وعقله. Because the pupil, if he remains vigil for a long time at night, he wakes up at night for a long time, his body becomes weak and his brain. ويحسن ألا ينام عقب الأكل. And it is also good that such a student doesn't sleep after eating. فإن ذلك, because sleeping, doing that, يسبب الأحلام المخيفة. It causes scary dreams. So the word yusabbibu, sabbaba, is the past tense form, and you can see that what it has an addition of ba. أو بعد أن يستذكر دروسه مباشرة, or even after he has revised his lesson immediately. A student should not sleep after that. So yastadhkiro, from the word istadhkaro. You can see dhakaro, hamza, sin and ta have been added. وإلا لم يتمتع براحة النوم. Unless that the student will not be able to enjoy the rest that comes with sleeping. So the word yatamatta, you can also see that its past tense is what? Tamatta. So here ta and what? And that has been added. So now وينبغي أن يغسل جسمه ويزيل ما علق به من الأقدار. And it is important that his pupil also washes his body and remove everything that's attached to it of dirt. So you can see yuzila from the word azala. Zala, so here Hamza has been added to it. وأن يغطي جسمه في الشتاء. And it is also important that the student or the pupil covers his body during the time of the winter. So you can see the word yogoti, got. So ta has been added. Bima yudafiuhu hatta la yaqsha'irra min al-barad. He should cover his body with anything that can prevent cold from getting in, so that his body doesn't shiver out of cold. So yudafiuhu from the word dafa'a. So you can see fa has been added. And yaqsha'irra. So Hamza and Tad'if has been done. Now coming to Tamrin al-Thani, class number 2, we have Ma hurufu ziyadati fi kulli fi'l min al-af'al al-atiya. What are the letters that have been added to the following words? The first one is the word istaqbala, Hamza, sin and ta has been added. The second one is ikhdarra, Hamza and the last letter has been doubled. The third word is tafakhara, ta and Hamza and alif has been added. You can solve the remaining. Tamrin al-Thalith, exercise number 3, we have اجعل الأفعال المزيدة الآتية مجردة. All of these verbs which have addition of letters, change them to their original root form without any addition. ثم ضع ثلاثة أفعال مجردة في جمل مفيدة. After doing this, make put 3 of those words in complete sentences. The first one is what ta'allama. It is alima. I can say alima Muhammadun annabahu hadirun. Muhammad knows that his father is present. So alima, the word ta'allama is from the word alima. In sarafa, now in sarafa, from the word sarafa. So it's sarafa. Thumma sarafa anhu. So and haka, you can stop the remaining. Tamrin or Rabi, class number 4, we have ij'alil af'al al-mujarradata al-atiyata mazidatan. All of these verbs, you have to change them to having addition of a letter or 2. ثم ضع ثلاثة أفعال مزيدة في جمل مفيدة. After doing that, make 3 of them into complete sentence. The word hadama, you can change it to inhadama. You can say inhadama al-baytu, and you can solve the remaining by yourself. Tamrin was Khamis, as number 5, we have alhiq bi kulli fi'lin min al-af'al al-atiyah. You are to attach to each of the following verbs كلما تعرف أنه يقبله من حروف الزيادة. Everything that you know that this particular word, verb, can accept in terms of addition. The first word is the word kharaja. Kharaja, you can simply say akhraja. It could even be takharraja, istakhraja. MashaAllah. Now we have Tamarin Usa. This is number 6, the last one. Number 1 says كون جملة فعلية فعلها ثلاثي مزيد فيه حرفان. You have to form a complete sentence. This sentence should be a verbal sentence having a verb that is a triliteral verb. And this verb should have an addition of 2 letters. وَالْفَاعِلُ ضَمِيرٌ مُتَّصِلٌ. And the subject should be a pronoun that is attached. This is easy. Just pick any verb. I'm going to pick the verb. I'm going to pick the verb. I'm going to pick the tahassana. The verb is hasuna. To add 2 letters to it becomes what? Tahassana. I can say tahassantu. Tahassantu. I improved. Tahassantu. I improved. So number 2 says kawin jumlatan fi'liya. Also form a verbal sentence. The verb should be a triliteral verb. Mazidun fi harfun. A letter should be added to it. Wal fa'ilu masdarun mu'awwalun. And the subject should be a masdar that is what? Mu'awwal, that has an plus a verb. The one that we have done before, like an. So let me give you an example. The word should be a triliteral verb with an addition of 1. I can say, okay, let's look at the word, let's pick the word, and let's look at zahaba and make an addition of hamza to it to give you adhaba. I can now bring it to the present tense and say, and to the hibahu khayrun la, that you walk him out or that you send him away is better. Number 3, we have kawin jumlatan fi'liyatan. Form a sentence, a verbal sentence. Fi'luha thulathiyun. The verb should be a triliteral verb. Mazidun fihi thalathatu hurufin. Having 3 letters added to it. Wal fa'ilu ismun mawsul. And the subject should be a relative pronoun, which is like alladhi, allati, man, ma. You can solve this one. Lastly, kawin jumlatan fi'liya. Also form a verbal sentence. Fi'luha ruba'i. The verb should be a quadriliteral verb having 4 letters. Mazidun fi harfun. A letter should be added to the 4 letter. Wal fa'ilu ismu ishara. And the subject should be a demonstrative pronoun like hadha, hadihi, dhalika, talik, and the rest of them. With this, we come to the end of this lesson. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us better understanding. Make sure you hit on the join button below to be part of our membership or members of the content. Until we meet again, jazakumullahu khairan for always staying tuned. Assalamu alaikum.